Hey, let me tell you a story about this rock star I know. Her name is Phyllis Song, which is a great name for a rock star, don't you think? She has helped me tremendously in the last few months handling getting virtual assistants. Now, you can say, well, I can get a virtual assistant. That's a piece of cake. It's not a piece of cake, number one. And number two, Phyllis does something and her team does something that's totally different than everybody else. They're accountable for the virtual assistant. They train the virtual assistant. And more importantly, they train you. And I've got teams in different countries and different states. And it has been amazing that somebody's helping me hire more people for virtual assistants and then understand what type of person they need, what kind of training they need. I'll give you an example. We use Ring Central for one of our companies and phone systems. Phyllis immediately says, oh, we have a training on that. We'll take care of it. And immediately gets the virtual assistant to learn Ring Central through their training. That is a tip of the iceberg. Do yourself a favor. Go and talk to Phyllis, talk to her team, and start working with them to get your virtual assistants. And then just to make it more impressive, instead of charging you $15 an hour and paying half of that to the virtual assistant and keeping the spread, they train you and you pay your virtual assistant their salary. It is a gift. Phyllis Song and her team, they're all just a bunch of rock stars and they're a gift. And if you're not using them, don't say I didn't warn you. Thank you very much, Phyllis, for everything. Good luck, everybody else.
I'm Phillip, and I run a real estate company in Houston, Texas. I first heard about Phyllis on a VA information training session, and after listening to that, I immediately reached out to Phyllis and I said, Phyllis, you're the one that I need, because historically I would hire a lot on Upwork and other platforms. But on Upwork, they're really good, but they keep charging you higher and higher fees, and the labor you get just goes higher and higher. So before, Upwork was a bargain. Now they charge the client, they charge the freelancers, they charge monthly subscription fees, and it's just fees all over the place. And so the thing that really attracted me to Phyllis was that not only does she help you source and find the right labor that's good for your company, but also she sets you up in a sustainable platform that they don't charge monthly fees, they don't shave money off the top. You're really just paying to post jobs on the site. Of course, you pay the processing fees from the payment processor and all that, but what you're really getting is really good, reliable labor for a really good price from a very grateful and appreciative audience. So when I first met Phyllis, I said, I need 6 VAs, and immediately they set me up, hundreds of applications were starting to come in, and the thing is, I just ignored all of them. Phyllis's team, they sift through all the applications and then they just look for the best 3 to 6, and we have group interviews. And the great thing about Phyllis is that she doesn't pressure you, she's not trying to fill the roles, she's literally just putting it in front of you, giving you her thoughts and advice on what she would do and who she thinks is good, and then you make your ultimate decision at whoever you want to hire on. And the people that don't end up being good fit, then you just continue through the process, and she's never trying to rush these people through to finish the job and move on to the next contract. She's always looking out for your self-interest. And actually, the thing is, whenever I have these interviews, sometimes I have friends in the background, and when I hang up the call, they're like, who's Phyllis? I like Phyllis, she's good. And not only that, but all the VAs, whenever I have them do their daily reports, they're always telling me, oh wow, I learned this life-changing information from Phyllis. And in fact, not even just the VAs, I actually sent some of the recordings to our employees, and one of them just came to me and they're like, oh my God, I just saw the exact video that I needed at the exact same time. It was one of the trainings where Phyllis was talking about the emotional home, kind of like the emotions that you gravitate toward in your default mode. And the example that she gave, not only was it vulnerable and relatable, but it completely resonated with one of our people, and she was just like on fire, like eternally grateful. And in fact, she was able to identify her emotional home, and even though she was okay with, for example, living in stress, she realized that she likes it, but she wants to channel it in a positive way, not a negative way. I mean, all these life lessons and things that Phyllis teaches, these are things that help the VAs in their personal life as well as how to achieve in the business environment.